Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Returnable for Lockett. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
His throw's going to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Brought him down.
It's a pickup of 6.
And the Seahawks first down.
Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
On the carry.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Seahawks.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks 7, Cardinals nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10.
They're ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 76 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
These two teams all tied after one.
The 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 30. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Phillips. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
And it's 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
To Philip Dorsett.
Philip Dorsett, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And this one caught by Max Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
first and 10.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Murray flushed out right. And incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now Murray off play action. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Seahawks will take over at their own 20.
At their own
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That one goes for 24 yards.
4-yard gain on the play.
Now Wilson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Wilson, no gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Andy Isabella on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A final shot before half from Murray. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touch. Back. Here we go. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike, check, 59, 59. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, Wilson gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 29. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Play action. Now Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, Wilson. That's to McCaffrey, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
On the play. First down, Seahawks.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Number 14, DK.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
The extra point now coming from Myers. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Cardinals 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Kenyon Drake in Week 16 last year against these Seahawks had a career day, 166 yards rushing, a couple of touchdowns as well, as the Cardinals won in Seattle 27. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Throwing now is Murray. Dancing to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray sliding out of the pocket, throwing the out route incomplete. That's Drake. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 49, check 49, check 49. Check it back.
On second down, it's Drake. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
On play action, it's Murray. Rolling to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
And it's 3rd down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Being chased out left and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 2nd down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check, 59, 59. There we go.
Wilson wants to throw it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep, so that means you're going to take more time to get the ball.
And he's going to go down again. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
A loss of 14 on the play. And it's 4th down.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way back.
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the